Hello and welcome back to Finnegan's Farm and welcome back to the YouTube channel. As you can see, I have made my return. Some things different from me. Dyed my hair blonde, it's kind of a midlife crisis sort of thing. And yeah, I came back to our first load of potatoes, going home as our new season. So we have spuds flown in here, there's a fall breaker on it and a sponge pad here so that they have a nice little fall into the box and that they don't be bruised or damaged, because the likes of us fell from that high, we'd have a fair bruise. So as you can see, the field here, there's a line gone over it here on the headlands. It's rooster, there's rooster the whole way across until the green kind of splits in the middle, and there is a post up as well to say that the variety is different. We have the big 4-row harvester out today. We normally do this with a trail harvester, but because we got the wet year, we weren't bothered to bring it out to potentially get stuck. We said we just get straight to the point, bring the big yoke out, and she's travelling across the ground, no bother. So for those of you who don't recognise me, I'm Cathal, I am Paul's son. I was missing in action for the last 10 weeks. I went to Chicago to play a bit of football, and yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I'll talk through exactly what I done in a short time, but I have to get the spuds in first, so we'll talk about it after.
The first of our Queen's dog, me and Marco. Marco's a bit of an expert when it comes to potatoes. So he was giving me a hand up in the harvest, so just to check and see what they're like. We have, yeah, look, we were very happy with them. Good size in the Marco, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good size.
Yeah,
good size.
They're probably a little bit just sticky there, as you can appreciate with all the rain that fell. This field of the neck of the headland there where the trampoline is, there is a lot of water still in it, isn't there?
Yeah, no, in the middle field is full, very good.
Yeah, so we're just inspecting them here to see what they're like. Now, you will see an odd one of these, and this is, I suppose this sometimes when it does get the water, you get a lot of these odd shaped ones, because they just kind of, you know, the growth comes so quick on them then, and they kind of have a deformed one. But we can still do something with that at some stage. It won't just be thrown out. But the majority of them are good. Shape looks good. Skin will always be a little bit, when you're green topping and harvesting with green tops like this, the skin will always be light. But these won't be. We're not going to be washing these, so these will just go home. We're going to leave them in a box. We'll let them dry out.
Yeah. Dry out, then to the grader.
Yeah.
Oh.
Into the bag.
Ah, yeah, you're not gonna wash them.
No, we can't wash them. So yeah, that's it. That's the first. We have, well, there's a couple of boxes there, probably 7 or 8 boxes there, and we're going to fill this trail and I'll fill another one, and that's it then. And that's the start of the season.
So I didn't get much time off, time to relax, straight back to work. But in fairness, that's what I came home to. I didn't come home to sit around. And yeah, it seemed to bring the good weather with me. I don't know, they were complaining about all this bad weather that came. I haven't seen any of it yet, so I think it's all a fib. They were just crying out because I wasn't at home and they were giving out, but I wouldn't be raking up the straw if the weather was good. So in front of me here we have tedded out row of straw. So yesterday I was out tedding in the 185, just literally spreading the straw to give it the best chance of drying and letting our good old sun at it. And I was right out all day yesterday. There's a good bit of wind as well, which certainly helps. And now I'm just going to rake it back up. I have the baler man up so I need to keep on top of it here, and I have the younger brother Eamon coming to give a hand. He has the big rake, I've only the single rake, but he's the big one. He's bringing that over, and the two of us should fly through the rest of the field then. So a few rows done this side, and I've all this side to do, and then there's another field out the back and another one across the road. So get all them done, it'll be a good day. We've Trevor Johnson in baling, who does all our baling for the last, I don't know, as long as I can really remember. He's a big square massy baler, and yeah, only for him now we'd be lost. It's just one job less for us to do. Look, it's working a treat here. I'm in the famous 6930, not Caelim's one now, she's the quad box version, and Eamon has the 6920 with the rake. So John B isn't happy because he's going around driving his tractor. I put out the side guard because the wind was taking some of the straw away, so The problem is when you do TED out, you lose bits in between the rows. So that's why I'm just taking her nice and handy, making sure that I don't miss any bits, because this is all money on the ground. Money, 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 money. I'm after getting a famous phone call of Paul Finnegan, who wants me back in the yard. So I've Niall Flanagan here, it's going to take over for me. There's not much to do there. And yeah, I have to go back. I think we might be going digging spuds, because when Dad rings, he's in a panic. That's generally the reason. So here I am with the new McHale's header, heading home. Niall was just doing... Niall has the cab absolutely spotless, as you could hear. So Eamon did say he was coming to join me. He'd only a little bit to do in Dublin, but I haven't seen him yet. And I nearly have all the field done. As was my bottle of water. I nearly have the whole field done, as you can see. So I would have shook it out yesterday with this. Dad was actually videoing me while I was doing that. And then I raked it up with the single rake, and Niall's just going to finish the field as I head home. Following on from yesterday when I said I was going at spuds, I did actually in fact go at spuds, but I didn't bring the camera with me, so therefore I couldn't record. Here we are now, the day after tedding the straw and raking it up, and we have it baled, and we are racing against time because the rain is in fact coming. So for those who don't understand the panic that's on, it's like the clothes right in the line, you have the dinner half done, and next minute the sky's open and the rain starts falling, and you have to run out with the clothes in before they're wet. So we're trying to get the bales in before the ground gets too wet, and with all the rainfall that has fallen, the ground is just a bit soft. So far we're looking alright. She's a bit grey overhead, but not bad. And yeah, I've Niall here. Niall seems to be following me everywhere since I came home. I don't know what's the problem, but yeah. So we're stacking these bales. I'll video the next load that I do with Eamon. Eamon's next in 7/20, and just do my check that I normally do. Happy, Niall?
Throw the level on it.
Yeah. Throw the level up on it there. Right here, no pressure now.
My conditions are bad, tough now.
It's tough wind against him here. Expert. Oh no! She's just over the edge here. She'll do though. Look at that. Gorgeous. So while I load Eamon here in the 7/20, I just want to give a shout out to Jake Quinn, who looked after the videos while I was away. Jake is still in school and has his own YouTube channel, which I'm sure you've seen, the Clemesson Agri Photography. Goes around the farms and does drone work of silage and stuff, and they're very good videos, and that's how I seen him. And I text him, he's not too far away from us, and I text him to see would he come down and do the videos for me while I'm gone. So he said yeah, no problem at all. And yeah, only for him now we would have been lost, and yous would have been lost, because we would have had no videos, no workshop Wednesdays, no nothing. So yeah, thanks a million for that, Jake. And I also want to touch on why I was away. I got offered to go play football in America, in Chicago, so I said absolutely why not, and I went over and I played with a team called Wolf Tones. They looked after us very well. They sorted us out with flights, accommodation, and then there was evenings there that brought us up for barbecues in their own homes. The night of the All-Ireland, or the morning of the All-Ireland final, which is 9 o'clock for us over here, we went over to Pack Levy, massive shout out. We had breakfast in Pack Levy's, and yeah, I also want to give a shout out to all the boys that I lived with and played with. We had some crack while we were over there for the 10 weeks. There was lads from San Francisco, there was lads from Kildare, Roscommon, Armagh, whereas from Mana, yeah, they were all over the place. Loud, have to mention Loud, even though I'm wearing this me jersey, they won't be impressed. And yeah, no, we had savage crack. There was even one weekend there we went to Nashville, and yeah, so I have to say I had a great time. Good to be home all the same. Other highlights of the trip was probably went to Miami just to see Messi. Me and Ella went there, so I went 2 weeks before he arrived in Miami to play with them, so didn't time that great, but it was kind of the weekend I had off, so I could only go that weekend. And yeah, then obviously winning the final was the main goal, going over, and we achieved that, so can't complain with that. And obviously Mum and Dad said they'd come over for the final if I got there, so got to the final. They came over for a week, and yeah, Dad could have looked at Trump Tower in Chicago City for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. He kept looking up at it, and I was like, will you come on? He was like, well, how would you build that? Look at the size of it. I was like, right, come on, enough. Mum loved the river walk, and they went cycling one day, which I was meant to do with them, but I had to get ready for the game, so I couldn't. And yeah, no, Chicago City itself is something special as well, and you do the cycling across the Navy Pier, which is basically you have the lake on your right or left depending on what way you're cycling, and then you have the city on the other side. So yeah, the lads are going on to play in the North America this again, so this video's out Saturday. They're playing Saturday, which is 6 hours behind, so they won't be playing till tonight, so best luck, lads, and then hopefully they win the semi-final and make it to the final and win the whole lot out, because it's a savage team. So that's all from today's video. The chaser here, Alex washing it. He's been flat out in the chaser, and hopefully we'll be at the beans there soon, and I'll get the video of that when we get the chaser in full flow. So as you can see, Alex is delighted to have me home, and yeah, that's all from today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you think. We'll see you all next week. Good luck.